We'll do it live.
Okay. No.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Fucking thing sucks.
How you guys doing? Hello. How's everybody doing out there today?
This smells like
YDBT Daily. How's everyone doing out there? Hopefully you had a good beginning of the week. I was actually sitting there watching Starship Booster 7 do a static fire. If you guys aren't into space shit, fuck you. I don't know what's wrong with you. So today we're gonna talk. It's Groundhog Day, guys. It's again. Every single time a new set of people get their Mustang, they ask the same set of stupid fucking questions. They go to the same forums and ask about cold airs, throttle bodies, intake setups, shifting. The requests coming in are dumber and dumber and dumber. And I thought to myself, when I first started working as a tuner, I'm like, this is just growing pains. No one's going to ask these questions again. And since 2014, 2015, every year you can count on the same stupid fucking questions being asked over and over and over. When, guys, there are templates. The sauce has been exposed. The cookbook is there. If you want to go this fast, you do this. If you want to go that fast, you do this. People are still out there saying turbos are better than superchargers. People are still out there saying superchargers are better than turbo. They're saying the same stupid shit. And I tell everyone the same fucking thing. Unless you hear it from the person that is tuning you, everything else you hear is utter bullshit. Because we have more data than anybody out there. I know there's a guy probably right now in his garage listening to me and welding up his custom cold air intake. And he thinks he's going to revolutionize the world by making this cold air intake suck in air directly from, like a ram air effect, trompeta. And he's going to go, this is going to be a ram air effect and it's going to make more power. No, Alex, look, I used to own a Porsche and the turbo inlets had a two little, basically weather stripping, and it would cause a suction, and it would, I'm going to do that with a cold air intake. And then he puts it on his car and it starts stumbling and it starts surging and it starts driving like shit. Guy's probably a talented welder, probably had some sick ass pie cuts, probably thought Mortimer, we're back. We're going to do it. I'm going to quit my job at Denny's, the overnight shift, by making this badass. And your tuner goes, nah, shit's whacked. Get a PMAS, get anything, get a Stita, get an SNB, get a Jello tea made out of fucking Jello. Do whatever the fuck you want to do. But this shit's whacked. Signal's dirty. What do you mean signal's dirty? I hit it with carb cleaner. How the fuck did you hit air with carb cleaner, stupid motherfucker? But anyway, it's happening all over again. And a lot of people have given me shit about me going about the turbo kit. Oh, well, you're supposed to put some effort in turbo kits. If I am going to put in that much effort, is the kit going to give me that much more back? No. If I got a wire tuck, reconfigure stuff, screw my car up to put in a turbo kit that's going to make 700 horsepower at the rear wheel, pump gas. I already did that with the Vortec. And it takes 80 horsepower to drive that Vortec. And it gave me back 200 plus. So if anything, a supercharger gives you more for what you put into it than a turbo would. Because I contend the following. If you gave the turbo kit, if you gave any supercharger the same level of attention, boost control, torque management, all this crap to make it work, you'd go just as fast with a blower than you would with a turbo. Oh, you don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what I'm talking about. There's Whipple 7-second cars. There's VMP 2.6 liter 7-second cars. Right? Those guys are out there running sevens. Why? Because they went all the way. They went all the way. When turbo guys are like, well, fuck, he got me there. Yeah, if you put a turbo 400, some kind of crank-mounted supercharger setup, that bitch is going to make a lot of power. I think people like turbo stuff because it's turbo, not because it's better. I've always contended that it is a lot more work to make a turbo work and maintain it than a blower. Hence the reason V8 hot rods are mostly supercharged. And look at the sideshows. One thing I've never seen at a sideshow from a Hellcat is the belt being flung. I've never seen a belt being flung from a Hellcat at a sideshow. Let's say hi to the people here. Talk about Groundhog Day, how the same shit just keeps repeating itself. If you don't know about Groundhog Day, it's a good movie where a guy kind of relives the same day over and over and over. Fresh Pasteles is in the house. Douche did it. Fresh Pastelazo says the pastries have arrived. Mac Attack, Homestead Johnny's with the turnovers. Wesley Stewart, D-Rock Fox. D-Rock says, if you had the choice, hypothetically, would you turbo the GT500 or twin screw blower? What do you mean twin screw blower? You mean like a TVS or a Kenny Bell versus what I got? Rich 50, Ken McAllister, Jacob Tango, TD Carter on the... You're not on the mic anymore? TD Carter, are you not on the mic anymore? I thought he was TD Carter on the mic. Abisco Excavation, his whole company, he put his government name out there. Finally caught it live. What's up? Omar C. Party El Marty. 508 Josh says you must read this. D&G Brandon. Hey, D&G, what's up, brother? Matthew Nichols. Hans Lerma. What's going on? Love the turbo install vid in the process of building a 5th gen Camaro with twins and a power glide. After tucking and moving everything, it seems still so much to go. No, thank you. What's up? Catch a replay in the morning. TJ Sikorsky. Make the turbo sounds, Alex. That's the favorite thing I found about recent years. You don't need turbos anymore. People make as much horsepower now with superchargers than they did with turbo 10 years ago. People that still say to this day you make more power with turbos than superchargers are living in the 90s and the 2000s when it was the case. Supercharger technology was lacking back in the day. And with the advent of air-to-water intercoolers, because every supercharger, modern supercharger anyway, except Vortex and Centrifugals, and you know which other ones. Where are they? Are they here? Yes, you know which other ones. The Torque Storm, they're air-to-air. And what happens when you turn up the boost on an air-to-air equipped Vortex, you got to upgrade the shit out of the intercooler. But air-to-water intercooler setups like a VMP, Whipple, Kenny Bell, heaven forbid, you can make 1,500 horsepower if you want, depending on the size of that blower. So a lot of people are out there going, oh my God, Alex, turbo is not going to give me back what I'm going to put into it. A blower generally will. And you guys got to understand this. You're not making 1,500 horsepower. You're not making 1,200 horsepower. Most of you whack-ass bitches are not even touching 1,000. And you're out there talking this turbo nonsense. Shut the fuck up. Also, if you live in a small state, supercharger is better. Definitely happy with the power from my blower, Dustin's 10R. Got the Wish blower. But he did ask me a question today that I'm not going to call him out on it, but he asked me a question about something he saw on Instagram, and I went, dude, just back away from Instagram. Back away from Instagram. Turbos on cars that didn't originally come with them usually like you're giving up a lot since packaging sucks compared to just supercharging it. I agree. But guys, you got to understand this. I've already had every blower, okay? I had the Edelbrock, which is the same shit as a Whipple, the same shit as an Odin, okay? There is no major tuning difference and power output per boost when it comes to the 2650 Edelbrock, the 3.0 Whipple, and the 2650 Odin. It's like Pepsi, Coca-Cola, Sprite. Actually, Sprite's made by Coca-Cola. Pepsi, Coca-Cola. Who's like a independent soda company? So it's the same thing. It's just how do you want it to look under the hood? How do you want it to look under the hood? So then Mr. John Lund Sr., thank you very much, gave me a Vortex blower that he had laying around. I said, let me try it. Tried it. We did some vetting for Gen 3, figured out a file for Gen 3. And after 2 or 3 years of that kit being on my car, he goes, bro, it's all yours. I was, all right, cool, bet. Sounds good. Then multi-tune started becoming a thing. And I thought, let me move into the turbo stuff. I've never had a turbo stick car. I wanted to help with the testing. I wanted to help with dude, we have some anti-lag stuff that is badass. The multi-tune anti-lag stuff, you guys, and we haven't even told you half of the shit that we found that's hilarious about the multi-tune stuff that we found like on by accident. We're not going to promote that because y'all motherfuckers are going to take advantage of that. Dr. Pepper, I think that's a Coca-Cola product, isn't it? RC Cola, Shasta, right. Plain and simple. So I wanted to go turbo, and then after fucking up my car, I mean, I'm looking at it, I'm like, little tiny fan, the big massive thick intercooler, I'm like, this is a race kit, and it is a badass race kit. If you tuck the wires, you just turn it on, do a lick, or go out with your boys and run it and bring it back home, badass kit. Is it a kit I can get up in the morning, start it, drive to work, chill out, go for a cruise later on? No, fuck no, it ain't. Sorry. Not only are you going to die of carbon monoxide poisoning because of the bumper exit exhaust is going to kill you, everything under your hood is going to cook and fry. So you have to have a badass intercooler that can exchange that hot air it's sucking from under the hood. Yes, turbo kits make a lot of heat. They suck in hot air from under the hood, and it's 100% dependent on the intercooler to cool that bitch down, and it's barely above, it's ambient. It's ambient and slightly above ambient. So you're like, okay, what am I doing? And so once you turn up the boost, it's going to be 150 IAT. Unless you're moving really, really quickly. Anyway, I don't know where I'm getting off on that. If you were to give the same treatment to do max effort, the same treatment with the same energy that you did turbos to a blower, you'd run the same fucking number, sorry. Got my boy the special edition manual Supra about to take that B. TVS is more fun. Bottom end torque, pull like a freight train. And that's the other thing. When I drove Jake's truck, the most glaring thing was this. Around town, listen to me, Linda, my NA truck feels better. One more time. Around town, meaning leaving the light, getting on and off, blah, blah, blah. The initial snap and tip in is better NA than with a turbo. You have to wait for that boost to come in. Not a lot, not a long time, but it takes a little while. Do you know what I'm saying? Great value soda. When you found the 956 Burbo tune, don't get me started on that shit. Carbon monoxide poisoning while racing, right? You know what's going to happen when you race and you have a bumper exit kit like I have? You're going to lose because you're going to die on the 3-4 shift. Heaven forbid you miss a shift and it hits the limiter and you get a mouthful of unburned E85 jizz in your face. No, thank you. Dr. Thunder. My IAT runs about 3 degrees above ambient. Right. 3. So a supercharger generally takes air in, especially if you have like a 150 millimeter Whipple cold air intake that sucks it in from the bottom. Look. This is what you're going to contend with the turbo kits, and this is based on experience, based on what I've seen. I see 80 cars a day in the tuning queue, whether it be directly or indirectly. What's the best thing about turbos? Great torque, good power, and woo-cha-cha! Whoa! Shoo-wee-ah! Whoa! But what's the bad thing about a turbo kit? Sucks in air from under the hood. That's a bazillion degrees. Or if you have a mid or bottom mount, it sucks in the rocks, the ladders. Have you been to Houston? Have you seen Houston highways? You could legit run over bodies. Houston highways are hilarious. There's literally cars, tires, ladders, sand, concrete, just in the middle of the fucking highway. And now your turbos are going, hey, let's suck in some sand, people, fingers. Because now your turbos are under the car and you got to have badass filtration and you got to choke them a little bit so no shit gets in there. Then you got to take the oil, pump it back up to the oil pan because there's not enough, the drain has to go back into stop it. Turbo will feel better. It'll feel better, but the performance is similar. The turbo will feel better, but the performance is similar. I have seen many 2.95 equipped JTBs, V7s get it done. Like 1,100 horsepower, dumb power. Stop it. 20 feet of garden hose and 3-gallon water ice tank in the trunk. Oh, Boost controller. How many lines do you have for your wastegates? Your blow-off valve. How many rolls of heat wrap do you have on your turbo kit? How many miles of gold astronaut tape you got in that shit? Stop it, Hans. You're sounding really stupid. Lions and tigers and bears. Oh my. 7.3 diesel makes the chow sounds. Good time. Yo, I made it doing it live. My turbo spooling takes time like your how to ship video with the PB&J. Cali Roads. I decide to take racing line on a corner, exit pothole, whatever. But Alex, I'm full bolt time. People who don't run filters and screens on their turbos while street driving are a big dumb. I get that, but you got to understand. 9 times out of 10, y'all motherfuckers ain't racing. You guys are barely 700, 800 horsepower guys. And I'm talking 80%, the big hunk of the market that matters. The 1 or 2 guy on Instagram that makes 1,000 doesn't matter. Because Whipple, Paxton, Vortec, if they go put a crank-mounted supercharger on a limited street car and it does a bumper dragging wheelie down the shit and it runs 8.0, the guy that drives this car every day goes, how the fuck is that relatable to me? How the fuck is that relatable to me? Sure, you shove the fucking V30 on a crank-mounted Coyote setup and it runs 8.0. What the fuck does that have to do with me? So turbo guys, they watch all these guys race and win races and they watch these high-end... You just want the sounds. You just want the sounds. Plain and simple. That's like that one YouTuber that bought Gearhead's Performance and Demonology's Mustang and AL. I don't know what he means. I don't know what he's talking about. Dropping a like. Catch a replay tomorrow. Horse hooves sucks in dog shit through the turbos. Jesus. Would you say the power control is better with a turbo? I can literally set my boost to 0 with a push of a button. That's the only advantage. The only advantage is adjustability. Right? Adjustability. But you also have this thing called a right foot. Let's say you're all on E85. And you're all on E85. And you catch a race. And usually when you catch a race, you typically don't have a lot of time to set up for it. When I drive my GT500, it's got a 29 PSI pulley on it at all times. 29 PSI pulley at all times. Does that mean I'm on 29 PSI all the time? Fuck no. Cruising, driving around, IAT is normal, things are good. But when I want to go, it's all there. It's all there. Let's say you have a light spring and you're dependent on CO2 and you're just chilling with your girl. Now you got to, oh shit, I caught a race. I got to turn around, open up the CO2, turn on the boost controller. Homeboy's gone. No, man, I stay ready. Shut up. Alex, you looked into STS turbo kit for your truck? No, I already got something coming for my truck. Don't worry about it. Don't care. You need a couple of dead fathers in the trunk for traction when you have turbos. Car meat kings. Put them on just to pop the hood in Arizona and Oregon meats. I'm about to sell my Gen 2 and get a CTSV. Mustang guys are getting toxic as fuck. And that's the rub. We talked about that. We talked about the car culture. Tuesday, we talked about not wanting to be part of the scene. Let's say you go to a meet. Like here, they have a huge event called Cars and Coffee. It's a massive event. So now let's say you come in with your Mustang. Let's say you have a Gen 2 and it's got an Aldo kit or a Vortec or a Whipple or Odin or Edelbrock. And it's a high 9-second car, low 10-second car. And you showed up with your welds or your billet specialties or your Bellax and you want to be posted up with people that you're going to relate to and talk to. They stick you with the Mustang guys. And guess what's the majority of the guys in the Mustang section? Stanced, gay, bagged, plasti dipped for attention, ugly on purpose for attention, big wing for attention, 17-year-old kids with bracelets. Bro, have you seen grown-ass men wearing all this jewelry now? Not even like bust-down stuff. I'm saying like girl bracelets. Shit you get at, is it Ross? I don't know. TJ Maxx? These motherfuckers have a painted pinky nail, black. I don't know why. They look emo-ish. They're out of shape. They're vaping. They got jewelry on their shit. Like grandma's beads. And you're like, Wait, no. I'm a race car guy. Can I get posted up with some of the badass Camaros and muscle? Nah, fuck that. You're in the Mustang crew. So if there's 50 Mustangs at Cars and Coffee, 35 are stanced, bagged, non-performance oriented, burble pop banging tune having motherfuckers. And you showed up there with a 9-second S550, you stand out as the weirdo. No, thank you. Mustang owners are toxic. If you don't know any of them, you're seen as an outsider because you don't vibe with the gay stuff they do. Why you got Bellax on the shit? Why is your alignment in a little bit on your S550? You need that shit out, son. No, actually, because when I launch the car and weight transfers, because it's an IRS, I have it towed out a little bit, or positive camber, right? I think it's called positive. And then when I launch, it's flat. It's a race alignment. Ah, fuck, that's gay. It looks stupid. Oh, I look stupid. Gotcha. S550's owners get their jewelry from Claire's at the mall. I don't even know what the fuck that is. Under 21 bracelets. Right. I have daughters, Claire's. Don't forget you live in Palm Beach. That's why we got the hell out of it. Yeah, okay, Heath, S2R. Okay. You got out of here because you probably couldn't afford to live here. No offense. You got out of here because you probably couldn't afford to live here. Sorry, I'm not saying that I'm rich. I'm just saying people that can't hang here and they have everything at their fingertips. They have Jupiter. They have access to Miami if they wanted an hour away. There is country living out here. If you go to Loxahatchee, Okeechobee, Indiantown, Jupiter Farms. So stop it. You didn't leave here because of the gay car scene. You left here because you couldn't afford it. Let's be honest. Or maybe the heat got to you. Trying to impress other men with your car? Pretty sus if you ask me. The dangling earrings are definitely the most of the gay of the gays. Yeah, too worried about what other people do. Do what the fuck you want. Let the temporary people come and go. No, the thing is, build whatever the fuck that is. Those guys make the norm. The norm is gayness. For S550 Mustang, the normal thing to do now, because the majority are stanced gay shit. That's the norm. The outlier is the race car guy. So if you want to go out there and meet other S550 centric racers, you're not going to find them at car meets, or generally they're out there racing Fox bodies. They're out there racing Hellcats. They're out there racing other things. They're not hanging out at the car meet. You do not see many fast S550s at the car meet anymore. Those guys don't want to associate with the bullshit that's going on out there. Seeing the questions asked in the Arizona Mustang page makes me want to kill myself, says Santa gotta go fast. I do not condone you do that. Alex, you forgot about the Lambo doors on EcoBoost S550s. Look, we all know and that's the thing, guys. Do you think GTs outsell EcoBoost? Not even close. The kids buy the S550 because they like how it looks. They gay it up. The aftermarket supports the gayness, and people like that are race car oriented are left out, and that's okay. That's why you switch platforms. Florida man drives white Mustang off a bridge in 3-wheel motion. Makes good power, though. Notice a lot of Gen 2 S550s are riced out ones that they are a bit more affordable. I don't even associate with any people who are in car groups or have Mustangs in my area. I keep to myself. I'd rather go to a car meet. They would rather go to a car meet or roll race than go to the track. Correct. Probably only 20% of real Mustang owners. Alex, you missed my $2 question. Can you send me 5? Facts. So many bagged Mustangs lately with ugly wheels and negative 22 degrees of camber. It's even here in West Virginia. I mean, it is West Virginia. No offense. You got to go out there because you broke. Yeah, he got out of there because he broke. I'm sorry. You don't leave here. If you move to West Palm and you have a good gig, you don't leave here. No offense, because everywhere else sucks. Now, there are areas that I would entertain moving to that are a little less humid, but the problem is it's full of fucking cucks, aka California. I didn't like the waiter at Ruth Chris. That's why I never went back there, aka I'm broke. Stance cars are the worst. I like Houston racing better. Now, let's be honest. Nothing beats the car scene in Houston. Nothing beats the car scene in Houston. Even though I don't love the city, I like the people and the racing. You can catch a race at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. You're leaving work, you're going to come across 1,000 horsepower or something, a bike that wants to run, a truck that wants to run, a Mustang, a Camaro, a Corvette, an exotic. And if you go out at night, you will literally go through 3 or 4 tanks of fuel racing motherfuckers if your car survives the night and if it survives the test. But that's a very rare thing to have. Houston is an outlier. Houston is, in my opinion, the capital of racing, not drag racing, because most of the stuff that happens in Houston tends to be on the roll side. But dig racing is very prevalent in certain spots. But in my opinion, Houston is the capital of racing. I don't care what the West Coast says. I don't care what Arizona says. I don't care what Michigan people say. Houston is where you go. If you think you're fast, Houston will make you think you ain't shit. It's just how it is. Not gonna lie, when the EcoBoost Mustang came out, I thought it was gonna be the new Grand National. Boy, was I wrong. Have you ditched the idea of a Voodoo 6R80 in the Fairmont? Yep, long time ago because of the. Let's be honest, a Voodoo is now a new Voodoo is gonna be between $10,000 and $15,000. A 6R80, and then the control pack to make that all work. This is my problem. No one is motivated to work. I'd have to look up wiring diagrams and schematics and this and that. The tuning, I don't think will be an issue. I think the least of my concerns are going to be the tuning. I think that's actually straightforward. If talking to Junior, we have some great theories back. That's the thing about talking to the guys, Dakota, Junior, and Brandon, and Senior. We just spitball, and we have ideas because we know what'll work. But in order for me to get an intimate understanding of the wiring, the mechanism, what it takes to make that happen, and I got no help. Now, I have learned that to have no help is not necessarily a bad thing. I think you can get a lot more done, less people are in your ear, and you can hyper-focus on your project and get stuff done. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. Thank you very much for reminding me about the sponsor. Jesus Christ. Sorry, guys. Let's get to the sponsors real quick, and I'll keep going. I want to thank 2 Auto Solutions. He just got a 01 running again. Badass motor setup. Calamer's Transmission, who literally duplicated his setup. Ben Calamer literally got rid of something he just built, which blows my mind. Literally built a 19 Mustang with a Whipple, and now he built another 19 Mustang with a Whipple. I mean, what are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? Don't My God Cookies and the Parts Farm. The Parts Farm, I'm going to be hitting you up pretty soon for potentially rolling chassis situation. We'll see what happens there. So finding someone that's willing to work, wants to work, likes money, and is motivated to work is very difficult to find. So a Voodoo Swap 6R80, I wouldn't do 6R80 anymore in the Fairmont. I would do Voodoo Stick in the Fairmont for sure. No, Alex 405 is the fastest in the country. Slideshows are ruined racing in Houston. Wait a minute. Since I left Houston, are sideshows way more prevalent in Houston? I don't know. I left over 5 or 6 years ago. It would be a $25,000 plus build. Exactly. $25,000 plus to build a Voodoo Fairmont just to say I got a Voodoo Fairmont. Come on. If I want clout and I want to be noticed, I would put an engine in the Fairmont that doesn't make any fucking sense. Rotary, Eclipse, DSM style motor, a Barra. On the gas, used to put a Coyote in the Chevy Cyclone. So? So? Why would... If I had a Cyclone, I would not put a Coyote in it. Now, it's going to make power, it's going to run good. I wouldn't put a Coyote in it. Because the Coyote guys don't care about a Cyclone, and the Chevy guys are going to hate you anyway. So, are you doing it because you think it's a better platform, or you want to catch the hate and hope people watch your shit? I have negative interest in that. Vegas is creeping up on big horsepower cars also. Here we go with your Vegas bullshit. Didn't someone get worried about Vegas and then they talked about Lake Mead being super dried up, and then 7 days in a row it rained and it flooded the whole motherfucker? How do you feel about intercoolers on PD blower cars? What the hell's he talking about? What's James Williams talking about? How do I feel about intercoolers? You mean every supercharged car? Hey, James Williams, every supercharged car has an intercooler. Did you know that? Or did you mean aftercoolers or interchillers? Did you mean interchillers and ask me that question for the 800th time? K-swap all-wheel drive would be pretty cool. All-wheel drive, Fairmont. Get the fuck out of here. The clout mount. Right. Everybody's doing Tesla. That's not much clout either. Right. They're doing it for the power and the hate. Whatever. Yeah, cool. I mean, sounds like a nightmare. Who's going to tune it? Who's going to tune it? Because who's going to tune it? Because Shrek works with us, but that thing has to be built the way we want. Sorry. If you want Lund Racing tuning, it's got to be built the way we want. Meaning injectors, math, like it has to be straightforward. It can't be a mishmash. I hope it, hey, good luck to them. There's plenty of tuners out there, but if it's not built the way that Lund likes it, it's probably not going to get tuned by Lund. But if it's built the right way, I have no doubt because Shrek is badass. But what do you want me to say? I mean, it's a Cyclone, in my opinion, retains the Chevy stuff. I'm sorry. In my opinion, obviously you don't want to LS swap because everyone LS swaps that shit. Everybody LS swaps it. So they're probably like, nah, fuck that. We're not looking to LS swap it. But a Coyote, nah. I mean, look, I hope it works out. But if you're asking someone like me if I care about that, not really. Not really at all. Interchillers. Yeah, I've only said this a bazillion times. They work. Fine. Cool. What am I say? It's not some revolutionary thing. It's been around for a very long time where you use the AC to cool the intercooler fluid. So tell me, why isn't there a shitload of them out there? Why don't Mustangs have them? And there's way more Mustangs than there are Demons. Why don't Mustangs? Because I've seen Interchillers keep it at about 70 or 80, but I've also seen air to water, regular ones from Whipple, Edelbrock, and VMP keep it at maybe 10 degrees or 15 degrees higher than that. So for all the extra fucking line and insulation and bullshit you got to do to make a AC system cool the intercooler fluid, it's not worth it to me. You build a giveaway named Hulk and never give it away. I'm dinging the nitrous big block on the Fairmont. That's what I'm saying. A dumb, stupid build. No one's going to care about it, but that I would. I don't care. Alex, how do you feel about putting oil in your engine? I love it. I'd put a 383 stroker in it. At the current rate of sideshows and going off into the weeds, Scat Packs and Hellcats will become endangered species. No, guys. I like sideshows. This is why. If I get hooked up with somebody that can go to Copart and get me a really cheap Hellcat setup, I'd be down with that shit. Alex, I know content is a thing. You understandably, you have to consider. Have you considered putting an ESS or other blower back in the white car? It was really nice. It was really nice how it was as a daily. The thing is, John Shoemaker, I've already done it. The only difference was just the brand. The ESS with a 120 is basically the Vortec with a 3.6. The ESS with a 100 is the Vortec with a 3.3. Yeah. So I've done it. Now, I've done it on the white car. I raced a turbo truck, 10 or 80. Beat it. What else am I going to do? So if they were to reach out and say, hey, we got you on the truck, that's totally different. Because I've never done that on a truck. But on the car, I've already done it. So that's why I wanted to go turbo. And that fucking backfired big time. You can't use a killer chiller on that turbo kit, right? Alex, I have a Gen 3 A10 V3 3.3 on 85 Lund tune. Thinking about ESS G3X, mainly because I can make the power without worrying about overspinning the blower. What's your opinion, FLKA? Why don't you just send your blower in to get a V7? I'm sorry. Yeah, a V7. Eliza, why don't you just send your head unit to get a V7? Call Vortec and go, what would it cost to upgrade my head unit to a V7? as opposed to changing the whole supercharger setup to run the G3X. Now, if I was in G3X's pocket, I'd say, ESS's pocket, I'd be like, yeah, man, fuck Vortec. But let's be honest. A V7 pulleyed properly is going to make the power. Plain and simple. Currently building a Ford 363 Fox body. I'm looking to have a 400 horsepower car. Can you recommend a badass carburetor that you have worked with? Honestly, I am out of the game when it comes to carburetors. Isn't Quick Fuel one that's like a basic setup that you can just call, say you got this, you got that, and they just send you something? I don't know. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm out of the loop and I got to get back into it. Bro, you're crazy. You beat the Turbo 10R truck that beat a Plaid Tesla means you beat a Plaid. Frederick is a real good follower of the show because he remembered details. Alex, how do you feel about sweatpants versus jeans? Is the AC compressor stop at watt or higher PM? Yes, James Williams. So what you do, James Williams, is this. You prematurely are cooling the intercooler water, right? And you hope that you get it cool enough that before you make your wide open throttle run, it's gonna, overcome the heat of the blower. But once you go wide open throttle, the AC clutch stops spinning and it just freewheels. And then when you come to a stop, IAT will climb and then come back down again once the AC kicks back on again. It's not going to climb like to 120, well, depending on the boost. I'm not sure. Have you considered putting a 4L80E car? Stop it. Have you come up with a name for the ZR1? Nope. Sugar Daddy sounds pretty good, honestly. Sugar Daddy sounds good. Like, I think Sugar Daddy is the best. Let me see. Hold on. Where do I go? Florida plate availability. Very perfect. Personalized license plate check. Let's do it together. Okay. So let me see. So input your personalized configuration. So say it's Sugar Daddy. Is that good? Guys, tell me if that's good. Sugar Daddy. Submit. Not available. Oh, shit. So someone has Sugar Daddy. Okay, let me see. Sugar DD. No. Sugar DDY. There you go. Sugar Daddy. Let me see. Submit. Damn. It is Florida. So it's really difficult. So Sugar Daddy. Sugar Daddy. Sweet Daddy. So, what, guys? Suggest something for me to put in there. Suggest something for me to put in there that I can I can use. Let me see. That can try out. I already got Sugar Daddy. It didn't help. So Sugar Daddy didn't help 100%. SGR Sugar Daddy no, it doesn't let me. It only lets me SUGRDDY. Sugar Daddy submit. Damn. Let me see what else. Let's keep looking. Bitcho, your daddy donkey gap. Stop it with your donkey gap. YDBT ZR1. Let's do it. Let's do YDBT ZR1. Let me see. What? It's got to be like an old reference. It's got to be. Let me see. YDBT ZR1. That's got to be available. Yeah, it's available. See. Let's look at the. That's YDBT ZR1. Agriculture. Click here to view samples. It's got to be blue. Let me see. What the fuck is this? What? What the fuck? Environmental plates. What the fuck is happening? Oh, here we go. Okay. Sample. Yeah, I like it. What else? Animal friend. Hey, there you go. Bunch of dogs. Endless summer. Oh, that's pretty. Look at all this. Look at all. You got the flamingos. Protect Florida whales. I do fuck fat bitches. So hey, we got to protect them whales. The panther. Look at all. That's cool. So I'll check that out later. Give me some names at the end of the show. Put it down in the chat and we'll get some names up there. Sugar Poppy. Ooh, Sugar Poppy. Let me see. Let's go back. Sugar Poppy. SGR Poppy. SGR Poppy. PPI? Let me see. I'm looking in the chat. Let me see. JLT me la pela. Ha! Oh, JLT me la pela. Oh, FLAK for life. Oh my God, let's do it. Let's do it. Fuck it. Let's do it. Let's see what's available. Sugar Poppy, Sugar Pop, PP. Let me see. PA, Sugar, PA, Sugar, PAPI. Oh, Sugar Poppy. Let's see. Submit. Oh, Sugar Poppy's available. FLKA for life. For life. Submit. Available. We got YDBT ZR1. Available. And we got JLT. Me la pela. MLP. JLT me la pela. Oh, my Lord, guys. They're all available. They're all, oh, hell yeah. I'm going to have a bunch of fun trying to pick out the license plate for the ZR1. It's going to be a good time. Vet Lifestyles. Hey, Alex, my Gen 3 has a blower that burned out last week. Should I add your semen to make it run better? Bro, y'all got so many plate choices. Florida. I don't know what you guys are fucking around. You go to the FL Florida. Just Google Florida specialty plates and plate check. Check the types that we can get. Guys, there's like 1,000. There's a zillion. Rican ZR1. No. I don't want people knowing my race. No, thank you. Or my heritage, I guess. Alex, I post Sugar Poppy first. You can send me $2. Gotcha. Sugar Verga. Now do a poll. Someone said vet mode. Vet mode. Oh my God. Vet mode. Vet mode. Let's see. Let's survey says available vet mode. Oh my God. Guys, whoo, he's gonna be like, oh, I'm living rent free in his head because he thinks about me all the time. I'm living rent free in his head. He called it vet mode. Talks like that. He left because his couch touched the wall. Put your horsepower on the plate. Third car? No. Fifth. He said third car. Fifth. GT500, white car, truck, Fairmont, ZR1. Bitch, tune. Stop it. I'm white. Exactly. It's just a ZR1. The list. ZR1, ZR Hulk. Oh my God, I love it. These are great. See, you Lisp King. Let me see. Yeah, I mean, look, I can name it many things, but we'll see. Look, I just got word from the bank that the title finally showed up. So it's going to come here FedEx. So I should see it tomorrow or Saturday. Once the title is in hand, I'm driving the motherfucker. I'll be like, yo, I just got it. I'm driving it. Drive it dirty until I get an appointment to get it registered in the registry here. Alex, Puma or New Balance? New Balance. Look, I got to admit, guys, them shits are comfortable as fuck. I understand why old guys, a.k.a. me, get New Balance sneakers. They are comfortable as shit. And you get to a point in life, you guys, you'll get there. You'll get there, guys. You're going to remember today, August 11th, 2022. I said this. The older you get, the less you give a fuck. You just don't give a fuck what anyone thinks or says. So you're going to wear New Balances, black tube socks, a blue belt, Docker shorts, and a golf shirt. You don't give a fuck. Sancho's pretty good. Use the list, Fang mode. ZR Cuck, nice. Would you consider making a video showing how to read logs using VCM scanner? Just a false knock, LTFT, SCFT, troubleshoot, just simple stuff with channel configurations Lund uses? I already did this. I already did it. Like 5 years ago. I did it with SCT, and when I was tuning the black car, I believe I showed you guys logs with that, unless I logged it with the Lund Racing N gauge. So honestly, no, I don't want you looking at logs, man. I want you submitting the logs and let us look them over, because you guys looking at your logs opens us up to so much bullshit inadvertently, because you guys on a Saturday night, you go, well, Lund's not open for a couple of days, but I want answers now. And you guys pour over. I had a customer today. He goes, hey, I'm knocking 2 degrees. What do you think we should do about it? And I look it up and I'm like, there's no knock in your log. And I showed him the min, the max, and the average. I go, here, your max is 0.04. That's like virtually no knock. And he's like, but I saw the N gauge and it said 2. I go, yeah, I'm sorry. The data log says 0.04 knock. So let's say, for instance, you go to the track Friday, you come home, you get up, have a coffee in the morning, and you start looking at your logs, right? And you look at it on Excel because you're a fucking genius like that. So you're going to go, well, Lund's not open till Monday, but I want to make sure my car is not hurt or hurting or knocking. So you go to Mustang 6G. And you put up screenshots, or you do even the most smart thing on the planet, you post the log on the forum. And then you got every amateur data logger on the planet going, Lund runs it too rich. Lund runs too much timing. Lund runs, AFR is lean. Meanwhile, it's decel. Meanwhile, it's you letting off the gas. Meanwhile, it's cruising steady state where you can see 40 degrees of timing. You guys I looked at one of Lund's logs and it's dangerous. So now what you have done is you have caused stress. Because we got to hear it. And you guys that are on the forums go, holy shit, maybe my log. So Saturday night, that thread blows up, right? Boom. Oh, Rich. Oh, because one guy doesn't know what the fuck he's looking at. And he goes, oh, it's no good. So then you start looking at your data logs and you go, mine looks the same. So now Monday comes around and there are 15 emails that says, my car is lean. My car is rich. My knock is high. My AFR is fucked up. Stop looking at your data logs unless you're tuning it yourself. If you want to tune it yourself, you're welcome to look at it yourself. I used to be a proponent of you checking out your logs, but then I found out it's impossible if you don't know how the tune is configured. So imagine you go to your doctor and get an x-ray. Doctor, I got a little pain right here. I got right here, man, right here. Hey, doctor, it hurts. Hey, doctor, it hurts right here. Right here, hurts right here, doctor. You want to x-ray that? So I got a pain on my side, doctor. And you're like, all right, let's, what do you want to do? I really want an x-ray. Oh, you want an x-ray? Yeah, I really want an x-ray, man. I'm concerned. I have a family of I have a history of gayness in my family, and I want to make sure my shit's good. Okay, sick. So then you somehow get your hands on the x-ray. You get your hands on the x-ray. But the doctor's not going to come in, or the radiologist, or whoever the fuck looks at your x-rays, goes, well, I'm not going to be until Monday. So you start looking at the x-ray, and you're like, what the fuck is that under my stomach? That's exactly where it hurts. That's exactly where it hurts. Oh, fuck. And you go to WebMD. You have monkeypox. You have syphilis. You have gonorrhea, AIDS, COVID. Oh, fuck, I got gonorrhea, AIDS, COVID. You call your lawyer. I need my will filled out, man. I'm going to fucking die. I'm a fuck up. Monday comes around. You go to your doctor. And you're like, oh, man. Doctor, I don't think I'm going to make it. I don't think I'm going to make it. What's wrong, Timothy? Look at this. It looks like compacted stuff in your bowels. Bowel cancer? It just looks like you're constipated. Excuse me? Yeah, it just looks like you got to take a big, massive shit. So you think I just got to take a big shit? Yeah. Did you eat a lot of cheese? Well, yeah, I went to the International Cheese Festival 2 days ago. That's you guys with data logs. So I can't condone you guys looking at your own logs because half of you are fucking retarded. That's literally it. Don't need no credit card to ride this train. I have no kids in Colorado. LA people be like this. It kills me. Aren't x-rays for bones? Homie packing the blick. Is Tony here? Oh, there is Tony. I didn't see Tony. You have gas. Right. Hey, what's up? How you doing, brother? So, do you want to go outside and play with your buddy? I'm not going to say his name. Because if I say his name, I'm giving up his what do you call it? His identity. So me and you, we got to keep things tight. We can't be giving up people's identity because these motherfuckers are going to look you up and look everything up. Oh, what's the dog's name? What's the owner's name? That's Alex's girl. You don't care. Half, that's generous. Right. That's what the doc told me. Ended up being cancer. Pfft, perfect analogy. Alex, I have an 09 Mustang GT. And that is knocking 2 degrees according to the law. Can I watch your lube up your pump off? Nice. Love it. Tony's the man. The handshake. Thank you for buying the vet and bringing some comedy for Chevy vet guys. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I have never been more welcomed by anyone from any platform more than the Corvette guys. I thought the Corvette guys would be like, oh, here we go. We're going to fuck this shit up. But they know that I'm about that life. They know I'm ready. I'll make 850 on that thing and it'll be, I'll make y'all proud. But they're like, hey, if you need this, if you need that, da, 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 da. But Mustang guys are like, yo, don't buy a Whipple because of this. Yo, don't buy a VMP because of this. Don't buy an ESS because of that. Don't you dare buy this. Yeah, exactly. Like the analogy of data log and telling everyone else what you think about the log versus asking the expert is a great one about like the X-ray. And, you freaking the fuck out about something that you shouldn't freak the fuck out about. If you're tuned with an RTD, can you use an SET live link to data log? Yes. I just want to be able to use the fuel trims and dial in the nitrous jetting. Yes. If I can change them at the track. Yes. But you have to know you got to know the strategy to data log it with. Unless you got a configuration file from Lund Racing, that should be able to work. John Shoemaker says, Alex, random opinion question. What would you build from a Gen 2 6 manual supercharged as a daily driver with handling as a main focus, say 650 as a daily? Guys, you all know this answer. I've said this many times on this chat. A Roush-blown 80 millimeter Steeda suspension, 4-star F14s, long tubes E85 and be happy. Bro, that I'm telling you, my car, when they made 700 wheel, which to me was too high, and it was on 20s, long tubes, and driving around was awesome. I could drive from here to Miami back at 20-something miles a gallon, have 700 horsepower on tap. Not many people are going to beat you up with that kind of power. You probably have more power than 80% of the cars on the road in Florida, especially South Florida. So it was awesome. So a daily driven S550 with a Steeda suspension, complete complement Steeda suspension, 20-inch wheels, drag radius in the back, TVS, that's the perfect setup in my opinion. I hate California. Just got to take it for loud exhaust and window tint. Now got to put my factory exhaust back on. Sad day. I was talking to Bondo Bird the other day. Meanwhile, the Mustang guys are asking you to go do a pull in the car, right? I was talking to Bondo Bird the other day. He goes, can you believe this? They pulled over a bunch of guys going to a car meet when they could actually be fighting, real crime. In California, it's illegal to have modified exhaust, too dark of a window tint, non-DOT rated tires. The cop doesn't give a fuck if your car looks good. The cop doesn't give a shit if you're going to a car meet, cars and coffee, rolling in a pack of Trans Ams, Camaros, Mustangs, whatever. He goes, pooh, y'all really stupid. Y'all traveling together so I can pull over the whole crew. The whole crew pull over. And you go one by one and state ref this guy, window tint that guy, tire that guy. This guy's got a fucking felony warrant. This guy didn't pay child support. This guy has a... You live in California. Congratulations. You roll together, y'all cruise together, and the cops can go, thank you, asshole, for rolling 10 deep. I can pull over all y'all motherfuckers. And my boss is going to go, damn, what'd you do? He goes, I got lucky. These dumb motherfuckers have a bunch of illegal mods, and they all pack together to go to a meet. So guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to check out the calendar as a cop and go, oh, there's the Cars and Coffee every Sunday, the first Sunday of every month. Perfect. I'm going to spot up here and just wait for a crew to come by and pull them all over because their shit's too loud. Stupid motherfuckers. They all do that all the time. Cops don't fight crime here. They just ticket for car guys. Weird. I didn't know traffic cops were out there solving homicides. Easy day for work for the cops. No drama giving them type of tickets. That's like saying to the officer, why'd you pull me over when he was speeding too? Unless you own a Lambo in Cali, those rich dudes always get off. I like the weather. That's it. I'm never going to deny that California has highly desirable weather, but it has the least desirable car culture and car laws. No, thank you. Right. Oh, wait. I was supposed to my boss said I got to get 10 tickets in today. Oh, I did it before fucking 9:30. I did it before my first coffee break. Beautiful. What's the gas prices down there? I haven't gotten... E85 got down to $3.58. That's all I put in my cars. Left Los Angeles 4 years ago. I don't miss it. Cars, coffee, and tickets. Right. I can't wait to get out of Jersey. And, sorry, I had to revert back to my story with Bondo Bird. I said, Massachusetts is the same way. I was so stupid when I said this. I got pulled over by a cop, and I had a set of ET streets on my notch. DOT number on them. ET streets with tread. And the cop looked at me in my face. He goes, I don't give a fuck what they say. If I see you with those tires again, you're getting a ticket. I go, but they have a DOT number. He goes, do you want a ticket? I shut my mouth and I left. You're not going to win. You're not going to win. So then I wanted to tint my car. You guys know why I don't have tint in my car? You guys want to know why I don't have tint in my white car? I don't have tint. Like the Corvette has really dark tint and I'm suspect about it. I'm like, take it off, put some legal ceramic shit. Same thing with the GT500. Legal shit so that they can see me because they can't pull me over for tint. Because there's no emissions laws here. You can have the loudest car on the planet as long as you're not revving it and being an asshole. They're not going to pull you over. But if you got tint, oh yeah, they'll pull you right the fuck over. Alex, do you know or have a guess at what temps the IAT2 does timing start being pulled on a stock 14 GT500? Let's go take a look at a calibration. Where is it? Where's the, where isn't there, didn't I have a, it didn't say spot. There we go. Let's look at the calibration. Yeah, come on. All right. So 1314 GT500 is ARL5 or something like that. I gotta find a tune. So we got 125 degrees to 150 degrees for air charge temp. So engine coolant temp, it'll start to pull it at 225. Air charge temp, will start to pull it at 125. Slightly. There you go. You're welcome. Do you need to do any specific fuel system cleaning, running E85 all the time? A bottle of Seafoam, gum out. What are we driving? 82 Caprice Classic? Who the fuck starts telling people Seafoam in a fucking Coyote? Have you seen how clean them bitches are? Have you seen how clean E85 Coyote cars are if you change your oil regularly? This is not a 350 throttle body injection 87 octane car that has valves that stick. Seafoam? What planet are we on? Hey, Alex, I'm running a S550 Mustang on E85 all the time, and I test it all the time, and I got a filter in it. Should I run Seafoam through it? What the fuck are we doing? Seafoam? Seafoam. If anything, service your injectors once in a while. The pump should be replaced every 2 years. Every 2 years, new set of pumps, and every other oil change or twice a year, take your injectors in for cleaning if you think they're that. Motherfuckers at Seafoam. Seafoam. I'll take getting pulled over for tint. I love having dark tint, so if I get pulled over for a bit, so you have to, yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Peasant chat vibe, bro. He said Seafoam. He said, hey, Alex, I got an E85 fuel system, 1300cc injectors, 8,000 miles on my SI50. Should I run seafoam through that motherfucker to clean it up? Why don't we just start adding CDDP for the tires? Bro, what the fuck is happening with people? One like, one seafoam. Seafoam. I'm going to get a bottle of seafoam and put it up there. I'm going to show you what seafoam does in a seafoam. Hey, my 10R is not shifting right. Should I seafoam my 10R? Bro. And now you see, guys, what I deal with every day. In the chat. Hey, Alex, I really take care of my cars. I'm like super meticulous about my cars. Really? Tell me about it. Why rice seafoam that bitch twice a year? Woo! Love it. All right, guys, I'm going to get the hell out of here because Seafoam has entered the chat. So that's pretty much the peak of where my patience kind of runs out. He's the type of dude that runs Marvel Mystery Oil. Oh my fucking God. Just put water in the intake. Seafoam, high schoolers octane booster. Make a display for us in semen foam. I'm out of here. I'll see you guys on the peasant chat where we accept those type of questions. And I'm sure I'll have a seafoam bottle in the back by the next chat. Take Tony out, grab a bite, work on the white car. I'm going to try to install this fucking thing because it's probably the only useful thing I got in the kit because I don't have a degas tank. So I have to use this to get the, and it's in my catch cans. So where does your breather go? Like when have you guys seen like screwable breathers? I'm done. All right, guys, I'm going to get the fuck out of here. I'll see you guys Sunday morning for the peasant chat. We'll hang out then. Have a good rest of your week. See you guys later. Bye-bye.